Hello, friends. Welcome to another Far Lands or Bust live stream. We just recorded episode 780, so this is stream 780.5. Start date 2020-04-25, 780.5. Far Lands or Bust. Ooh, we gotta smelt our iron. Gotta smelt that iron. Alright, we got the alerts muted. We've got a chat going. This is a question I have for you. Should I have a chat overlay for these streams? Because I am talking to the chat. I feel like when I upload these to YouTube, that some of that conversation will be lost. Again, it's all very, very continual work in progress. We're spitballing here. We're just working with what the good Lord gave us. Let's get rid of some stuff here. I guess I'll hang out at this island while that iron is smelting. We almost died in the last episode. That was fun. I got that heart gone. Yeah, I'm not recording. These are not recorded locally like the Far Lands Bust episodes are. I'm depending on Twitch to not lose the VOD so that I can cut it out and upload it to YouTube directly from Twitch. So yeah, everything you see and hear right now is what goes up on YouTube. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we'll see. The question is worth archiving. Maybe just the ongoing conversation in chat is worth archiving. The only problem I have with that is that then we have a permanent record if arseholes come into chat and say stupid things. That's the only reason normally I shy away from having a chat on screen. Which NATO just brought up right now. I think I did a pretty good job last time. Come on. Ah. Alright. Oh, Wolfie. you dingus. Boop, boop. Hey. Go on, get. There we go. Alright. West. I can set a moderation delay that he does, but then again, we're just adding layers and layers and layers of work. What I'm trying to do is make this streaming less hurdles. The reason I haven't done this but twice so far is because I kept thinking, oh, I need to come up with new alerts, so I should come up with a different overlay. Do I want chat? Do I even want face cam? Do I want to find some way to put donation alerts to the charity up on screen? I feel like that's a missed opportunity to get donations for the charity. Until last Friday, or whenever it was, last Saturday, I just said, screw it, we're doing it. Now, we're doing it live. So yeah, that's the way I'm working with it. There was, speaking of Dan Lasac, he did an episode with another of his podcasts with another Twitch streamer, and one of the topics they came up with was the hurdles, the things that impede you from clicking start streaming. And I very much resonated with that. One of the reasons I don't use the green screen anymore is because I couldn't get used to setting it up here in this new office. And it was something that was like stopping me from streaming because it's like, gotta set up the green screen, gotta get the lighting right. I still tell myself that I definitely should come up with some sort of keyboard or Windows macro where I can just go boop bloop and then chat, my alerts, my OBS, my music, my Discord, all, my tab to stream on Twitch opens up all at once, because right now I'm manually launching each and every one of these applications, and those are all just additional hurdles to get to actually pressing start streaming, opening up Steam, choosing a game, you know, like that sort of stuff, which is why I was kind of looking for a game like The Witcher that we can just keep playing, where I can be like, okay, I don't have to think about what we're playing because I'm still working through The Witcher. Nobody liked The Witcher, but we were now doing Astroneer and stuff like that, and now this is one of the games, if I can't come up with an idea, our lines are bust. Okay, ba-bam! So, yeah, that's stuff I'm thinking about. I'm working through. Wait, when did you play The Witcher? 3 times on 3 separate streams, and each stream less and less viewers. It was not uploaded on YouTube. YouTube right now is primarily and probably only Farlands or Bust. Yeah, I know some people liked it, but looking at it from a, hi, I'm a streamer, and this is my job, seeing, you know, 60%, 50% of what would be construed as normal viewership, chat, interactivity, and subs and bits or whatever was like, don't want to keep doing that, please. That's not fun. I'm making a definite decision to keep kind of walking right, to offset people who are so angry that I keep veering left. So angry. I don't want to say I liked playing The Witcher 3, but I was getting used to it. I mean, it was certainly helpful that I installed that 2 times experience multiplier. It did seem like I was leveling faster. It might not have even been activated, or I might not have even installed it right. There's no way for me to actually know. But I was like, okay, I can do this. But again, there was a lot of that, like, crafting and skill trees and choosing how to respond to questions. And that was kind of getting on my nerves. Does the jittering make anyone else nauseous? Yes, and that's why there is a podcast edition. Because a lot of people couldn't handle it and just wanted to listen to the dulcet tones of my scratchy, deep voice. And also why I still only record and stream in 30 frames a second. Apparently it's made worse at 60 frames a second. Yeah, Eric. Sorry, I was getting to that. Favorite movie. Eric gave a tip in chat right before I started and asked what my favorite movie is. I don't know. Favorite anything is a difficult one for me to answer. Favorite food, favorite song, favorite artist, favorite car. No, I don't think I have a favorite. Like, I have movies I like. Not very many movies that I even return to watch multiple times. Name one you loved watching. I loved watching it. I want to watch Knives Out. I hear that's very good, but like the girlfriend, every time I like try to talk her into it, is not into it. Doesn't like those types of movies. She likes things like The Toxic Avenger. Favorite movie. Yeah, we recently watched Moon. She liked Moon. it's so difficult. Man, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think, and I can't think of movies. Oops. Like, I can't even think of movies. Like, again, that's a problem that I have. Like, it's a running joke that the girlfriend and I have, that the Jonathan Frakes asking you questions meme is her, but to me, like, whether we're just driving in the car or sitting around, she just has very many questions like this. Favorite movie? If this, that, or the other, would this, you know, like, where do you want to visit that you haven't visited before? Basically, she's you. She's chat, asking questions. Oh, is this a... It is! We gotta explore it. I seen it. Oh, hello. Oh, it's over there. Intriguing. I thought it was right here. Is it a double spawner? Or is that just... This is just a cave? Gave you a way up. Let's shed some light on this situation. Alright, I think that should be... Whoa. Oh, he's hiding. Alright, I got those 2 arrows from that skeleton that almost killed us. Might as well take care of that. Man, what are some movies? Like, I can't even think of movies I've seen I liked. Oh, more iron. Okay. Is this a double? No, this is the 1 chest. What a ripoff. What a scam. What a bamboozle. That's fine, though. I watched The Martian. That was good. I wasn't, like, blown away by it, I don't think. I just thought of one and then I forgot. I did watch The Parasite. We watched Parasite, which won the Best Picture this year. I thought that was very, very good too. Haven't been to a lot of movies lately. Well, obviously lately, but like even in the last year. I did not see First Man. I would like to see that. I wish I had known. All of the effects in that movie were done in camera. There's no green screen or computer effects in that movie. Like, that would have sold it to me. That's the sort of thing that I'm into. If there's like an extra long shot. Like Children of Men. There's a very good movie that I'm sure I've watched more than once on occasion. Children of Men is a very good movie. And there's a lot of that kind of cinematic skillfulness, artfulness, you know, the cinematography that goes into that. I do like Christopher Nolan movies, but I don't think they're good. I think they're much heavier on imagery and like emotional impact, but they lack very heavily in the plot department and the making of the sense department, which is a pretty big demerit in my. The Europa Report was very good. That's one I have to show the girlfriend. Ooh. So yeah, I'm sorry, I can't think of like favorites. Can't think of favorites. As like a kid growing up, I liked Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I liked Shawshank Redemption and Mad World, the original. Old movies like that. Indeed. I did see earlier, Kaylee, you asked if I solved the snack problem. I've addressed it, and I can say, on Thursday morning, the thing that I was doing when suddenly the window installation people showed up, this Thursday instead of next Thursday, I was boiling eggs. Making hard-boiled eggs. And I made them very well. 12 minutes. 12 minutes. But the water must be already at a rolling boil when you put them in. 12 minutes. And I have hard-boiled eggs. So that's good and filling. I haven't... It's a bit strange because I've not had my normal days. I've not been on my normal schedule because of all this, so I couldn't really test the theory of having snacks when I need them. But, oh, that was Emily? Sorry. Emily? Kaylee? You know, the end in E's. Sorry, Emily. So yeah. And the girlfriend picked me up, gluten-free pretzels and hummus. As well as cookies. So yeah, I don't know if it's been fully addressed yet. Don't eat too many every day. They can raise your cholesterol. But they're eggs! Protein. How could they be bad? I only do 7 to 9 minutes. I like a hard-boiled egg. None of that soft grossness on the inside. So yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it's partly, probably, mostly due to the fact that I eat the same thing every single day, except for dinner. But I eat the same breakfast. I eat literally the same lunch, that there might be some mild nutrient lacking situations, as opposed to if I was eating a variety of things every day. Thank you, Eric. Sorry I didn't more wholly answer your question, but I appreciate the support. Hope you enjoyed. I feel like that might be something to do with it. I realize... But I told the girlfriend, I'm like, I found a doctor I can go to. And she interpreted that as I have an appointment. But no, that means I searched and found a doctor. And, like, bookmarked his information. That does not mean I have taken any next steps in the necessary evolution of choosing and going to see and addressing problems with a doctor. And that's very much what I mean about making overlays. I thought of overlays and alerts. That doesn't mean I made and implemented them. This is the way the world works according to Kurt J. Mac. Man, you guys asked a lot of questions early on that I wanted to answer, and I'm trying to remember them all, but I can't. That's what when the girlfriend got home after all of our stress. He had a stressful day, and then I had a stress at you know, the unexpected house disassembly. I had the hard-boiled eggs, and I'm like, can I offer you an egg in this trying time? And we laughed, and we laughed. Oh! So anxious to get to bed. Sleep. There we go. Indeed. Carrying on. Dang. Yeah, there were other questions. There were other questions in chat that were unrelated to the movies. They were unrelated to the snacks. No snoring. This isn't an episode. This is a stream. If I snored every single time, I would lose my voice more so than I already am. What kind of snacks do you like at the movies? I'm just a popcorn person. I'm a person constructed of popcorn. I don't understand. I don't like these newfangled movie theaters that are all gonna go out of business, where like you sit in like a desk chair and get served like a full meal of crappy tater tots and chicken wings or whatever. I don't like those, because then not only do you have to concentrate on eating a full meal during the movie, but you have to listen to everybody else eating their meals during a movie. I don't like those. I don't like those at all. I'm a popcorn person. I don't even like people who get like at normal movie theaters like hot dogs. Cause hair, thank you for 3 months with Twitch Prime. Got the alerts muted right now. Much appreciated. I mean, I also don't go to them because they're expensive. No, yeah, there's like, you have waiters come around and giving you stuff. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I also don't like how now all theaters seem to be reserve your seats beforehand. I like to go into a theater, assess the situation. Wolfie just took some damage. You dingleberry? What are you doing? Like to line up where the screen is and the height of the balcony seating, or the stadium seating. So to be forced to be like, yes, these seats. Like, I don't know how close that is to the screen. I don't know how far up that is. Annoying. It's not usual, and it scares me. Oh, I hear another skeleton. Like, I do like the idea of actually having a seat when getting to a theater, but also I avoid now at all costs going to like popular opening weekend movies where I would be worried about not getting a seat. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, just popcorn. I don't drink soda anymore, so I don't know, bring a water in. Stop by the dollar store beforehand and pick up a few, maybe, snacks to sneak in. Dollar snacks instead of the $17 snacks. What did you ask with your, what do you think about SpaceX learned by screwing up approach to Starship development? I haven't been following that at all. I haven't been following that at all. Other than that they keep blowing up their big tanks and stuff. I don't know. I mean, as long as they're doing it safely. Like the problem most long-term space people have problems with, who've been around through various, you know, disasters and life lost, is like all those things happened when people were trying to rush. So it's not nice to see people trying to rush through this still very difficult engineering problems. You're going left again? I'm going left because this is where the land is. Yoink. Hey, give me your wool. What was the last movie we saw together? In the theater. Remember going to the theater, going to the dollar store, getting, you know, Butterfinger minis or whatever. I don't remember what the movie was, though. Clearly not memorable. Like, I even remember the theater we went to. Wait, no, that wasn't it. Nobody knows. It was a different time, a different era. Gosh, I can't even remember. Was it one of the... I don't think so. Because I think the last one we saw in theaters was Captain Marvel. And that was a while ago, because we only just recently watched the Avengers End movie on Amazon or whatever. We're like, okay, I guess we're watching this here. I was thinking of, we saw The Joker, but that was at a different theater at near my old place. But there was a theater down here that we went to and watched something. But I don't remember what it was. What other movies came out we would have watched? This is making my brain break. Can't... Like, I remember everything else. Except the movie. Didn't see 1917. Didn't see Knives Out yet. It was a real theater, like a first run theater. Oh yeah, it was the Star Wars. It was the Star Wars. That's right. Oh man. It was a Star War. No wonder you forgot. Yeah, I was looking forward to the sequel of The Last Jedi, and we did not get that. So yeah, I think that's the last movie we saw in the theater. I'm actually pretty 100% confident. 100% confident 50% of the time. beep, boop, beep, boop. Weatherman just got to experiencing disputing your copyright claim for something that shouldn't be claimed. What fun. Isn't that fun how they demean you with the first 3 questions? They're like, why are you disputing this copyright claim? Is it because you bought the CD of the music? Is it because you credited the author? And they're like, these are all reasons that obviously don't count, but they very blatantly just make you look like an idiot by asking you. And then in a little tiny text, you can say, it's none of these. I want to dispute it. Is it because you're stupid? Is it because you're a simple consumer of media instead of creator of media? And therefore have no rights. And then the problem is you can't say, no, this is a false match, because none of those are options. Because their system has no flaws. If they put that as an option, they would be admitting to the flaws. How long have I been doing this, by the way? I mean, like, this stream length? I think we usually get about 5 beds out of it, and I used 3. So if I make 3 more beds, that's a good round number. Oh, jeez. Oh. Okay, guess I can't do that. Ah! Oh, my shift is stuck. Flying. Whoop. Alright, I also wanted to make some bread so I can get this heart back. I almost accidentally fed it to Wolfie. You need... Oh, I don't want to shear you. There we go. Boop. Sure, why not? Carrying on. Am I carrying that around? Woof, indeed. There is a new feature which is helpful as just a person who uploads videos, is that we can make takedown requests of other accounts that are stealing our content, which happens quite a lot, actually. Ah! Oh, you dumb diddly. Ah, dang it. Well, guess I gotta try to find more pings. So yeah, like it matches 100% of your video, and sure enough, some random spam channel has uploaded an entire Far Lands or Bust episode, or that or the other. There is a problem that I notice, is that it matches racing games. People who play Assetto Corsa, who like hot lap the Nürburgring, get matched to my videos where I drive the Nürburgring. And it like says, this matches 95% of your video, but it's their literal video, and like they don't even have commentary over it or anything like that. So I have to sift through those to catch the actual ones that have just re-uploaded my content. You know, beginning to end. So it's not It's not content ID in that it doesn't automatically do it, because I still have to look through the list and make an actual claim on the video. Like it also said, all of the videos that we did, not all, but a lot of the videos we did, speedrunners, all the speedrunners content, it's the same video on all of our, and audio on all of our videos amongst the four of us, but it doesn't know that. It's the result of modern copyright and the result of YouTube. Because YouTube system exists outside of copyright. There's nothing related to copyright in YouTube system. It's YouTube system of content ID and claiming. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Oh, what else? What else? Right, yeah, Dan. That was actually going to be my next point. Was it has nothing to YouTube system has nothing to do with copyright and everything to do with pleasing the major rights holders and stopping them from going after YouTube, Google, and instead shifting all the blame and work on the channel holders, the content makers. And it also makes them a pretty penny too, because then it allows them to monetize content that might not have been monetized by the uploader. Whoa. Indeed. Ooh, doggy. I've not been yawning until this very moment, right? When I started my stream, was I yawning? I don't even remember. This is a pickle of an area I've found myself in. Right, yeah, there's so much misunderstanding and misinformation about both copyright and the content ID system. A great deal of people still think that when you dispute a claim that YouTube looks at it and decides. YouTube doesn't look at it at all. It goes back to the person making the claim, and then they get to decide if you're guilty or not. Same thing with copyright. Oh, why did I get a content ID? I can't get a content ID claim because I'm not monetizing any of my videos. It doesn't matter. And like I said, if anything, that encourages them more, because YouTube isn't making any money from that content if you're not monetizing it. But third party can claim a content ID on it and monetize it. That then gets YouTube their cut as well. And then, right, there still is abuse, but there's a lot less abuse than there used to be. Although we still never got any sort of, and probably never will get any sort of answer about the repercussions of false claims on the claimants. I mean, they did do the thing where, okay, now we hold the money while there's a dispute, which means you got to dispute it right away. While there's the dispute, we'll hold the ad revenue in a pocket, and then whoever wins the dispute, again, decided by the person claiming, will get the ad revenue. That used to just go straight to the person claiming, so that's where the abuse came in, is that somebody could make many, many hundreds or thousands of dollars by claiming a bunch of videos, and even if they only hold for about a day, then they get all that ad revenue, even if it's false. So, like, yeah, and YouTube has never said, like, oh, they take those channels down or remove their content ID rights or anything like that. Good news, everyone. Good news! Yeah. I mean, that happened so much with video game stuff because video game cutscenes or intros or menu screens, suddenly I was getting a lot of claims from full screen or whatever machinima, you know, and they were earning my ad revenue until the dispute was dropped, simply because they uploaded a video with, you know, Driver San Francisco as I was doing my Driver San Francisco series. And that still happens. I had all my Lovely Planet stuff claimed. Because the musician, the artist who made the music for the video game, signed with CD Baby for distribution, and CD Baby instantly adds anything they have to the Content ID system. So suddenly all my Lovely Planet stuff, so I contacted the dev of Lovely Planet, and like we worked together to try to figure that out. And yeah, and I'm sure CD Baby doesn't share a single penny of that with, I don't know, with the artist. Unless it's specifically outlined in their contract. Boop, 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 boop. Indeed! And then there was the one case earlier this year where some Kerbal Space Program YouTuber had an intro, and they used music in the YouTube music library. There's like a music library of like, this stuff is safe to use. It was this piece of music was removed from the library without their knowledge, and then put in the Content ID. So all their video intros were claimed of all their videos, and they were like a really popular Kerbal Space Program YouTuber. It's like, well, if that's not safe, why are you saying it's the safe library? People were tweeting that at me as if like I could help the guy. I'm like, yeah. Whoa! Pity they never made another Driver game. Right, they just made Watch Dogs out of what would have been the next Driver game. And I'll be very sad at that fact. Very, very sad. We'll probably make a new helmet. basically you're the man who's going to fix copyright. Apparently, I'm the one. Because I've talked about it a few times. You got it. Captain Copyright. Oh, sorry. Is copywritten. Did you ever play Watch Dogs? That's another one of those games. I got it for free on Epic, and I might play it at some point. Oh, that's definitely a spawner, but I don't want to stop. It's again, it's one of those games where it became this open world RPG thing, and I'm sure you got to do skill trees and XP points, and the driving was atrocious, is what I hear and have seen of like gameplay videos. I got it free on Epic, but it kept crashing. Ah. I did play Driver San Francisco a second time on stream. I don't think I made VODs of that, but that was fun. Excuse me. Bonk. I do remember my series got more views when that one guy did that Driver San Francisco video. When that one guy... about like how you can't buy it anymore. I have a physical copy. Pacifist hackers murdering everybody. Yeah, it feels a lot like the world of... what was the game I did for a bounty? The Division 2 probably was the one I did for a bounty. I'm like, this is bad. This is not good. Why? Who am I? Why am I doing this? Why am I murdering all of these people? Are bounties still a thing? Yes, but they are a shadow of their former selves. I did one recently. The good ones that I've been seeing, rarely, few and far between, are they're apparently desperate enough where it's just like, just play any game you want for an hour, and every so often mention this new Gillette razor or whatever it is. And those are like, okay, I'll do that for however much X amount of dollar is. The ones where it's like watch a commercial for a minute are not worth it anymore. They need to up the price on that to get me to watch a commercial about whatever Nickelodeon show they want me to play a trailer for. And there haven't been any really game ones recently. There have been ones for like Twitch Sings. The weird one was last month, a couple of months ago. It was like, host a sports talk show for an hour for $1 for this amount of money. Because apparently sports talk show is like a new thing on Twitch that they were trying to promote. And I'm like, no. Like, I would for that money, but I don't have anything to talk about for sports. It couldn't be esports, it had to be real sports. Man sports. So yeah, I feel like that whole system is kind of flopped a bit. And then all the sports died. Right, yeah, that was actually right at the beginning of that when sports stopped happening. I'm like, I can talk about rugby or the basketball game we play. Golf with your friends. Am I out of bed? Oh, I got one more bed. I feel like at the end of this day I should stop and back it up. Because I'm not seeing any animals. I feel like we've run out of animals in the world. Yeah, you'd think I'd have some sort of timer or something. Where I could keep track. Or even, like, make note of the time when I start. But that's far too much. Far too much work for old Kurt J. Mac. It is the 5th day now. And on the 5th day, we back up the world. The one thing I did notice with the new windows that we have so far is how much quieter it is. Like, just less... We live kind of near a busy road. Less road noise. Like, at night and stuff like that. I feel like less noise even in here. Soundproofing. Which, if it's keeping sound out, just imagine what sort of breeze and chill it's keeping out. Less ambiance. Just less of that general outdoor neighborhood sounds. Like I could still hear a dog barking outside or whatever, but... Less garage door. Specifically, since our garage is separate from the house. Ooh, that's a sound I should add to the alerts for Far Lands or Bust. I don't know if I have it isolated, though, from the actual garage door. Enion had the same thought. Alright, let's... Wolfie's still with me? Yeah. Build into here. Oi! I almost called him Juno. Wolfie! I don't know that one exists that would be clean. Unless y'all want to watch through my YouTube history. Make sure to watch all the ads, too. And find me a clip. Whoa! I almost put that right on Wolfie's head. Alright, just... Give me some room! Gonna need more wood. Gonna need more wood. Alright. Let's go to sleep. I'm gonna back up the world again. I'm gonna take a break. And then when we come back, we'll do this again. You're stuck with me in this far lands of bust world. Etc. That number. Oh, we're getting so far. We're getting so far in this video game. Lines or busts. Backups. Fifth. Paste. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I am going to take a break, but we will be back with more Far Lands or Busts. There we go. All right, we're at 30,192.6. There we go. Now we can continue on. You did it, Wolfie. I'm very proud of you. I'm going to... I realize I schmelted and now have all these iron ingots on me. I'm going to wait for the actual episode to replace my helmet. Just so that people don't miss out on that, which is not that big a deal, honestly, but... figure we'll give those video watchers something to watch. Oh. Alrighty then. A very large bug of some kind tried to just fly in through the window. I mean, these are very clear and clean windows. I'll give him that much. Whoops, that's the wrong way. Yep, thank you. Thank you, Lon McGregor. I had trees on my mind. And then I got distracted by a very large bug. I don't know what that was. That might have been a big bumblebee or something. It was a very consistent thud. It was a good healthy thud. Tink. Tink. Okay, I heard footsteps. I think it's that chicken. Confused and concerned. Ooh, that might be something we have to worry about. Don't want no birds running into these new windows. So clean, so clear and crisp. They don't have any of that unnecessary framing. Framing is the word for it. Views! Keep that in mind. Have to keep that in mind. Well, I think I have to is a strong word, but I think I'm going to take the carburetor on the Corolla off again. Because I should change the main jets. And I changed the idle jets, and the idle is now within parameters. Like Cone said, while under acceleration. It seems like it's lean. Don't know how I'm going to do that. I mean, I know how I'm going to do that. I don't know what the effect is going to be. But that should be fun. And here's the thing. Since I'm lacking things to talk about, when I did that work and then took it out for a drive last week, I had the thought, is your new home good? It's getting gooder. It was kind of a subject change, speaking of changing gears. Yeah, I mean, it's good because I'm with the girlfriend who I want to be with and spend time with and not have to drive an hour or more each way to see. I was a bit trepidatious about it because it is not a home that I would have chosen for myself. I am a... Ah, that's not Wolfie. I thought that was Wolfie. It's older. Up until recently, it had really drafty, crappy old windows. It only has one real bathroom. It ain't great. The kitchen ain't great. I'm a creature of comfort and convenience and ease. So yes, I have in the past chosen to live and rent homes that might be more expensive, but are more new and recent. And, you know, comfortable. So yeah, I was honestly a bit trepidatious about it, but I also adapt well, I feel. And I feel like I've adapted fairly well, and I'm adapting. When is the house from? Wow, that question broke my brain. When is the house from? Are you a time traveler? That sounds like the kind of question a time traveler would ask. Not what or where, but when. Another dimension, another dimension. To the best of my knowledge, the house itself is from the 1920s. But it was moved and put upon a new foundation that had a basement in the 1970s. So it was a mishmash, like I said, of older 1920s-ish elements, but then also crappy 1970s-ish additions and renovations and adjustments. What's this guy doing here? Why? Why is this guy here? When is this guy here? When are you from, sir? Oh, this dark spot right back here. Hello. One bathroom that is not good. Yeah, I mean, it's got a shower tub and one sink and a toilet. The essentials, but it's poorly laid out and old. There is a bathroom in the basement, but it's more of an outhouse. And it's only got a toilet and a sink. The fact that people can move a house still blows my mind. Doesn't mean they did it well, either. Doesn't mean it was done well. We did recently discover kind of a gap between the old house and the new house that needed to be filled in. Yeah, apparently the electricity in the house is... Oh, what is it called? I always forget what it's called, and then somebody corrects me. Switch and tube? Tube and switch? Switch and socket? Tube and YouTube and Netflix? What is it called? Knob and tube! The old knob and tube! I knew you guys would correct me. The old knob and tube. I got a knob for your tube. So yeah, that's what the old electricity is up here. But then there is, like I said, a questionable downstairs area that is 70s era construction. But yeah, apparently when the girlfriend moved in, she had a modern switch installed. Fuse panel installed. So there's that. But yeah, I was concerned about the power being an issue, which is why I got this UPS backup for my computer and stuff. I don't know how common it is. It's certainly less common. Now it's just, unless there are city ordinances for a historical area and historical buildings, it's more common to just tear down a house and build a brand new one, as opposed to, like, lifting a house off its foundations. Might have been the more affordable option previously. Never heard of it, just looked it up. Yikes. It does appear very yikes. But apparently, it's cheaper and safer just to keep it as is, the knob and tube, as opposed to trying to renovate and upgrade. Spawner on the right. Probably. Man, I'm over the underwater spawners. They take so much time and effort and materials to uncover. Right, yeah, I'm sure they still do move homes. If it's a historic thing. This house was, I don't think was historic at all. But yeah, it is a combination of plaster walls, so like that's impossible to do anything with. Downstairs is a menagerie of horrible wood paneling. a lot of custom DIY stuff going on around here. How much longer will you be going today? Well, this is probably the last hour or so of Far Lands or Busts, and then when we're done with this, I'll decide on my status. I honestly feel like getting back to Astroneer now that we got that cool new paver. That would be fun for a little bit. But yeah, as far as like the stream itself, I can't say. It might end when this ends. I might go for a little bit longer with Astroneer. What was the other question? Oh, the thing I was talking about before I started talking about the house. Oh, the Corolla.
Mr. Bunky?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I know! Fuck, it's so fun. That's fine. That's fine. They weren't muted. I muted them. Well, I guess that's going to be a test. If that's content ID'd or not. I don't know. I don't know. That's copywritten on YouTube, perhaps. Or not. I don't know what anybody's talking about. You didn't hear anything. Thank you, Fajitas, for the second bath bomb of the day. I forgot to mute the alerts after I came back from break. I'm glad that's the only one that went off. That's just yell while it was happening. That's what I was doing. That's why I was saying, oh no, oh no, oh no. My PC specs are available on farlandsorbust.com. It's an old PC. That's something we talked about quite a few episodes ago. And even on stream, we browsed PC Part Picker to see what it would take to make a new gaming PC and then stream through this PC. Speaking of making things easy for myself to stream, that would not be one thing that did. Well, I don't want to yell. I don't want to yell into the microphone at the same time. So yeah, I was talking about the Corolla. Definitely going to work on the carb a little bit more. I did just order parts. But yeah, after I did that carb stuff, and I was driving it around, that's like a little tree with a big tree. That is kind of the definition of what a branch is. I started to think, and I was kind of saving this for maybe an episode of Ranwam Park or something like that, but I was starting to think, you know, Wolfie, I think I might be done. I think I might be done with the Corolla. I think I've reached a point where the stuff I keep doing to it, not that I was like imagining changing the jets and the carb was going to turn it into a race car or something like that, but the stuff I'm doing to it is more enjoyable than the actual driving of it. Like, I enjoyed taking apart the carburetor and being like, oh, this is what all this is, huh? That goes in there. Okay, I'm doing this correctly. I see now. That makes sense. Oh, that doesn't make any damn sense. The act of that was more enjoyable than driving it. And it's always kind of been that way. Like, aside from the fact that, yes, I needed to learn how to drive a manual transmission car, that was interesting, and now I can say I learned on a 77 Corolla. That's weird, right? I'm weird. Say I'm weird, everybody. I need to know validation. But, yeah, it's just not... As somebody who... I'm not as into the modifications, the sort of performance-ification of cars, the mechanical, as, say, someone like Cone is, or somebody who's really into, like, fixing up cars or restoring cars. I'm more about, like, living with it, the ownership, the enjoying, being comfortable in the drive. And there's nothing I can do to the Corolla to make that be. It is a small, for me, slow, and very uncomfortable to drive, suspension-wise, seat-wise, and whatever. You ever drive around with no destination for fun? That's the only thing I do with the Corolla. I don't use it to go anywhere. But yeah, I try to do that, and every time, I don't really have fun. It's more of like, oh crap, I can't make it up this hill, or oh, beans, I can't make this turn, or oops, I'm on the highway now, and I cannot go that speed. And oh man, that bump felt like everything fell apart, and I'm kind of veering to the left here a little bit more than usual. So, like, if I was super into it, sure, I could replace all the shocks and suspension and lower it on coilovers and do everything there. That won't make it ride any better. That would make it ride worse and harsher. I could do an engine swap and transmission swap and make it go faster for highway driving and stuff like that. That would cost more than the entirety of the car is worth and cost me to buy. And I would still have just the Corolla. I've never had it break down or anything like that. I think it is cool and unique and interesting, but I have been feeling the pangs of something new. Need something new. Need is a strong word, but I need something new. Not new, but different. I've been looking at saving things to Craigslist and being like, uh-oh, these are the Subaru SVX feelings I got before I made that mistake. And even thinking about the SVX, that wasn't quenching that thirst either. That was not... It was comfortable to drive. It wasn't fun to drive because it wasn't automatic. And I was constantly worried about it blowing its top. It was very, very heavy. So, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to share that. Sounds like it's time to give it to someone else who likes old Corollas. Right. Right. Yeah. Like to say, like, I've enjoyed my time. I've had it for over 2 years. Google was giving me the memories 2 years ago in photos. This was happening, and it was me installing the tachometer, which was a pain in the ass. But kind of the first mod I did to it. So yeah, I don't think that right now is the right time to try to sell it. That's for sure. On the flip side, it's probably the right time to try to buy something from somebody trying to get rid of something. But yeah, I just feel like I don't think there's anything I can do to this car that I want to do, or any amount of money that I want to spend that would make this car drive how I want to enjoy driving it, or hope I could enjoy driving it. And it's kind of at that point where it's like, I would be okay with something else. Which was, if you listened to the year anniversary of Ranwin Parks, where I was mentioning it, like, I don't ever feel like it is my car. When they were like, oh, it's when you customize a car, it becomes your car. When you drive with other people in it, or, you know, whatever it is. Like, I don't name my cars. Like, I don't, and then ZK was like, well, that's how he was able to sell the SVX, whereas opposed to ZK's got 8 cars in the garage that he says he wants to get rid of, but won't. Therein lies the difference. So yeah, like, I'm not making a proclamation like I'm going to sell it tomorrow, but that just hit my mind. Like, I'm still going to work on it. I'm still going to try to dial in the carb. I got a few of the parts to see if I can fix the turn signal thing. I don't think I can. I replaced the battery. When I do sell it, I'll probably keep the tires, the wheels, the Supra wheels, because, like, it would be neat to end up with another, maybe one of those mid-80s Celicas, you know, something I could use those wheels on. They're really nice wheels. I think that was like the steal of the century I got, was those wheels. And I still have the stock wheels I can put back on it. But yeah, that was something that I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this decision. I mean, also exacerbated probably by the fact that I can't enjoy it with other people. There's no, you know, all the car shows and Cars and Coffees and things are obviously canceled, and I can't. I've taken all the Instagram photos I can take. Oh, there he is, Scott. I'm like, that was a long boat ride. I'm kind of worried Wolfie's not going to spawn. But he spawned. Pre-made elevated hidey hole. Wait, that's not big enough. That's not big enough at all. There we go. Indeed. Hello, Mock. How are you doing? Indeed. I did have somebody when I was driving it around. I did stop by a grocery store and the girl went in. The girl? Oh god, that made me sick to even accidentally say that. The girlfriend went in to get something, and somebody came out and was like, oh, what a nice old Corolla. Oh, wow. I'm like, okay, yeah, thanks, guy. What year is that? Oh. Whoa, skeletons. Man, they're out to get me recently, aren't they? You dang bony boys. What is happening? I don't know if you guys can pick. I'm like picking up some sort of like audio feedback, not feedback, but there are more of them. Oh lordy, that's a spawner in there probably, but I didn't see it. Don't want it. Oop, am I going the wrong way? Was I going the wrong way? Do you think you could get more than what you paid for it? Not probably. Well, probably not like I did with the SVX. Just because I don't think there is. I don't think there is as much interest in an old Corolla as there was in a rare SVX. I'll definitely try to. I'll definitely attempt to make a good ad for it and talk it up. But yeah, that's kind of a tough one. I mean, on the flip side, I've I do see the occasional Corolla pop up now and then. Most of them are in pretty poor shape. The ones that are in like pristine shape are too pristine. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I certainly won't make back what I put into it. But with all the parts and the bumpers and stuff like that, like I did with the SVX, I definitely won't. For that, the carburetor, the battery, you know, all that stuff. I've simply stopped keeping track because that would just make me sad. Ooh. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know when that'll happen. I mean, it would be nice to, like, I have ideas. Like, oh man, there's a really nice. I don't know if it's really nice. It might be a hunk of junk. There's a Falcon for sale at like a decent price. It is an inline 6. It is a 4-door, which I don't like, but it's a manual. Those I've always liked. As well as like an RX-7 or a... I don't know, there was an old Toyota pickup. Ah, Wolfie, what are you doing? Well, yeah, I don't know. I do not know. I mean, I kind of have room here for an additional car, but it would have to live outside, which ain't the greatest. But yeah, that was just one of those thoughts that struck me. I know like quite a few of you are like, no, Cone won't let you. Have Cone buy it. He doesn't want it. I didn't tell you that much. He doesn't want it. We got a cool t-shirt out of it though, right? You know, Pillow is further than you. I don't know who that is, but congratulations to them. Oop, need boats. Ah, whoops. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, let's make some beds here. Not about the cars, but the t-shirts you sell along the way. Indeed. What else? What else can we talk about? What other questions did I miss or not answer? My voice is struggling. I talk a lot more during this than I do my normal streaming, I feel. I mean, I'm up pretty positive. It's because for whatever reason, Farlands or Bust, I just think about like the episodes and like having to fill the dead air. I don't think you're a fleet kind of person. No. Because I don't have the attention span. But what I like, it would be interesting to have like a interesting, maybe older daily driver, like instead of the Crosstrek. And then also like an older or fun car or whatever. Kurt's garage has a revolving door. Ah, that's good. That's a good one. That's very good. Now that's gotta be a t-shirt. A garage with a revolving door and like a bunch of cars going in and a bunch of other cars going out. Ah. And they should all be the old cars I had. Hold on, I gotta make this happen. Whee! Whoa! Careful there, Wolfie. Eroding! I don't know if the concept would get across to anybody who doesn't know what it means, but I'm sure something happened. There's cables near other cables now that were not near each other. I did have, you know what I did have? I was putting together my PC again, and I was gonna plug in the my printer, the USB, into the back of the computer. I had the computer on, and pow! Sparks and flashing lights as I touched the USB cable to the USB port. I thought I killed everything. I thought everything was dead. It was not. Everything was dead. It was just the cable that died. The USB cable had a little burnt, melted part on it. I was like, well, got new Windows, but gotta now buy a whole new computer. So, that was interesting. That's never happened before. And I very cautiously turned everything off and then plugged in with a new cable and turned everything back on again, and it's fine. I've never had that happen. Of course, I have had all these problems with my USB ports not working, I think because the onboard controller drivers are bust. Oh man, that spooked me. Spooked! Right spooked! Very strange. Very strange. Oh, woof. Whoop. What else? Cows. Whoa, that's what else. Ooh, when does SnowRunner come out? 28th? Next Tuesday? Next Tuesday? Could also be this Tuesday, because it is. I'm gonna be weird and crazy, folks. That should be interesting. I also got keys for Moving Out, which we played the demo of. It's kind of that top-down, like, it was by the same people who made Cookie Mama, but it's like move stuff out of the house and into the moving truck. I got 2 keys for that. Be interesting to find somebody to play that with. Kind of like how we played delivery service, reliable delivery service, with Cone, Food, and Co. But I think this one's only 2-player. Yeah, the one that had ghosts. Yeah. That one comes out next week too, I think. If it has local, play it with the girlfriend. You have an idea there, don't you? You have an idea. He's never played video games. He's never played video games. The one that she saw, that she thought she would actually like be able to pick up, was Glass Smash. You mentioned Glass Smash by name. Also GeoGuessr. She wants to make a GeoGuessr map for me. I don't know if she's obviously hasn't done that yet, but that would be interesting. Oh Lord. I don't like this way. I don't like it. What? Portal 2. Can't do it. I only got one PC. Yeah, that would be interesting. Moving out, because she did help me move. Out and in. Think about that. But yeah, definitely SnowRunner. I wonder if Cone gonna want to do that with beef. In which case it would have to be for YouTube. I would prefer to stream it myself. You can ask a question. This is not. This is chat interaction. Farlands or bust. I am a person, and I am walking to the far lands in Beta 173. For charity. At farlandsorbust.com. As Kaylee just put in chat. Oh, okay. I thought Wolfie was going to spawn in front of me, and there he is. I am currently boating. Oh, I knew it. Ooh. My throat. Can't handle talking so much. I'm fine. Doing fine. Doing fine. Just fine. Why are you so awesome? Can't answer it. The secret recipe. Do I need pigs? No. Hello, Weeby. It's generally frowned upon to be promoting other people's streams in somebody else's chat who's currently live. Putting that out there. Do you know Chads? OMG, Chads? Do you know him? Ooh. Ooh. This is fine. I have been known to share a space with OMG Chat. Plays Apex with Brian. I don't think we're talking about the same chat. Unless OMG Chad has suddenly started playing Apex. We are talking about different chats. Perhaps. I don't know the things that Chad is into. What he does in his free time is his business. Alright. Everybody's just asking, do you know name? Where are some of my regulars? Let's... That Brian a doctor. I've never seen a certificate. You ever heard of Minecraft? There is indeed split-screen Portal 2 co-op. On the PC? Oh, am I on top of the Minecraft page? That would be surprising, honestly. I can't be on top of the Minecraft page. Yeah, Portal does seem like it would be awkward in split screen. Especially like that sort of one where like one person has to solve the puzzle and the other person has to do another thing with the puzzle. You can just both see the same thing at the same time. On top. On top. 14th most viewers in English streams. Of Minecraft? Or just... It's confusing. It only shows 150 viewers. I need Captain Sparkles or somebody to start playing Minecraft. Get this over with. Floating block of sand. Ah! Oh no. Uh-oh. This is all sand. I can't do this. I can. I guess I got wood. Well, that was unusual. I don't know how often we've run into that problem. .360, no swim. Wolfie? Wolfie? Ah! I do. I think, yeah, I'm not making every 3 nights a underground hidey hole. How can we support you again? Well, you can subscribe to this Twitch channel. If you have Twitch Prime, which is combining your Amazon Prime and Twitch account, you have a free subscription that earns me a full payout. In bits through Twitch. You can directly tip through stream elements into my PayPal. You can join my Patreon, which is linked below. We have a patron server, which is exactly as active as you think it is. But amongst other things, a fantabulous community in our Discord server that you gain access to either if you are a subscriber to the Twitch or a patron on Patreon. Or you can follow or simply subscribe on YouTube and consume my content. Blindly consume. I also have a t-shirt store where you can get various t-shirts of Far Lands or Busts and or automotive varieties. Forgot about the shirts. How do you forget about the shirts? Oh. But how do you forget about the oh, you can't even see it because it's so faded. I've been wearing my Far Lands or Bust t-shirt so often that it's completely faded. I should purchase a new one at tpublic.com/stores/farlandsorbust. That's tpublic.com/stores/far-lands-or-bust. You can buy things using my referral code on humblebundle.com or by inputting Kurt Indeed as the creator tag when you purchase things on the Epic Store. You play PUBG. I have in the past, but I don't anymore. I am most known for having a very publicly shared, completely pacifist win in duos with Cone. Look at you doing the socials and whatnot. It's only like it's only all the links that are below this screen that you're watching on Twitch. Yeah, we broke that game to the best of our abilities. And therefore we are done. We are through! This is a neat area. I could find a way safely into it, Wolfie. Ah, dang it. Oh, I need wood. Ooh, Zobbles. Look at this old school terrain generation. I do wonder how this is going to affect the estimates. Because it's essentially like we're doing like 3 more episodes a week. So we're doing like 4 episodes a week, which is the most. Like the most we were doing was 3 episodes a week. But we're doing 1 episode and then 2 hours of this. Picking up pace. Although I'm finding that we're running well out of steam before the end of the 2 hours here. A wolf. What are you liking on TV at the moment? Star Trek, The Next Generation is all we've been watching. Because we really don't feel like there is anything on TV. Yeah, I am quasi interested in Westworld. And maybe Chernobyl. But those are all on premium channels that I don't want to pay for. Hopefully someday they come to Amazon Prime or Netflix or something. What kind of shows do you like? That was also something I don't know. We liked Mandalorian. Half man, half DeLorean. Oh, we watched through What We Do in the Shadows, so that's coming back soon. And the girlfriend has Hulu, so we can watch that, I suppose. Ugh. I'm fine. The Expanse? Yeah, I enjoy The Expanse. Like, I also watched the first season of, the other Amazon one. Wait, is it Amazon or was it Netflix? I think it's Netflix. Like The Expanse, future times, changing bodies thing. That one was like okay. And they came out with a new season. So I suppose I can watch. But it's like, I don't know. I don't have the mental capacity for, like, new things. Too many new things are happening. I just want to stick with what I know will work and is not requiring too much of me. Wolfie? There you are, you dingleberry. You dingus? Oh, there's a cat. Boop. Well done. Altered carbon, that's the one. Well, I guess that'll work. Getting claustrophobic. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been working our way through the next generation. Did just see the episode where there were the null gendered race on the planet. That was a very progressive episode for the early 90s, I will say. Refreshing, I suppose. Oops, already had a boat. Dang it. Indeed, at 5:26. Oops, that's not the way to do it. There, that's the way to do it. Well, right, that was the whole thing of the episode, is that one of them felt they were born more female, so they wanted to be female. And then Riker hooks up with one and falls in love or whatever. But on their planet, that was not allowed. You can only be no gendered. There are no, so if you feel like your gender and you want to, oh, I don't know, become that gender, want to change yourself to be that gender, then that is illegal, and you get brainwashed and chemically washed to undo that. So yeah, it was very prescient, I suppose, for the time, if I'm using that term correctly, which I know I'm not. Like, that was interesting. That was well done. For the early 90s, when none of that was even on anybody's radar. Well ahead of the time. Indeed. Well, that's where this stream part of Firelands Abreast is going to end. Let's do that. Right as cone rated. Right as cone rated. Convenient.